Smart updates and a lower price by August 17, 2021, 12 p.m. EDT. Google is revealing a phone this year where it's pulling out all the stops and going big on a cutting-edge, in-house designed SoC, upgraded camera specs, and a bold new look. That phone is not the Pixel 5a. If those kinds of show-stopping improvements are what you're looking for, then I'd like to point you to the Pixel 6, coming this fall. The new Pixel 5a, on the other hand, is kind of a boring update by comparison. The screen is a bit bigger this time around, there's an IP rating for water resistance, and the battery gets a decent boost. That's about it. Here's the thing, though. The Pixel 4a and 4a 5G were already really good mid-range phones, and rather than messing with a winning formula, Google has made some strategic tweaks to keep the 5a at the top of its class. Even better, the 5a costs $449 to $50 less than the 4a 5G's introductory price. The Pixel 5a is good, but it's not exactly a slam dunk. There are a few drawbacks to note. Its security support policy is good but not class-leading. It's also weirdly missing software-level support for C-band 5G frequencies that US carriers will start using over the next few years. It's only being released in the US and Japan, and even in the US it's not being sold through the major carriers. But all things considered, Google has managed to address some of the weak points in its previous A-series models while also bringing the price down. Not bad for a boring update. The 5a's screen is slightly bigger than the 4a 5G's, at 6.34 inches. Google Pixel 5a screen, performance, and battery. The Pixel 5a uses a 6.34-inch 1080p OLED screen, which is a bit bigger than the 6.2-inch screen on the 4a 5G. That's not huge by any means, especially compared to the 6.5-inch and beyond panels that are common on budget Android phones. It also uses a standard 60 Hz refresh rate, so you don't get the smoother scrolling experience of faster 90 or 120 Hz rates. That's a feature that's been steadily trickling down from the flagship class and is available in devices around the 5a's price, from the $300 OnePlus N10 5G's 90 Hz screen up to the $500 Galaxy A52 5G's 120 Hz panel. So the 5a's screen isn't a standout, but it is big enough that it doesn't look quite as out of place next to the competition compared to the 4a and 4a 5G. It's also just a good quality screen. The OLED technology delivers rich contrast, and it's bright enough to be viewable outside in direct sun without too much effort. The same can't be said of some of its competitors' screens, big as they may be. There's no change to the processing or memory specs from the 4a 5G. The Pixel 5a uses the same Snapdragon 765G chipset with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Apps open quickly, and I didn't notice any significant delays or hiccups going about my daily tasks and social media scrolling.